Good morning, day 6. Wow, I've got one more day after this. Can you believe it? Oh, another glorious day. Another glorious day. It's fantastic. I hope it's not too windy. I hope I can fix the sound. I did promise you, if I make kind of a sad video one day, I'm going to give you a happy video the next day. Today is Happy Day. And today I'm going to give you a fabulous update on 2 people I mentioned last year. 2 people that really touched my heart and have really become inspirations for my life. And I will never ever forget them as long as I live. But I do have updates on them, and I'm going to give that to you a little bit later on in the video. Today I went to the market and I bought some supplies for the future. I'm going to share that with you as well. I am working from home today. I am not having to sit in front of the computer and teach. I'm doing other sorts of work. Hopefully I will have this video edited before 4 in the morning, which happened to me yesterday. But I've got a funny little story to tell you. I don't know, it was very late at night. I don't know if it was midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not sure. The hours are all a blur. But partway through, I checked my emails and I got this lovely email from a student in Australia. And this student is also doing the RATION challenge. And we exchanged a couple of emails, and I had initially assumed this person was a university student. But no, this person's a high school student. I can't tell you how much that excited me to think about that. There is definitely hope in our future generations. They are definitely going to do a better job than we did. I did tell this person that email made my day, and it definitely did. It's still making my day. Right, back home now. I'll see if I have to re-record this, because the wind is all of a sudden really, really picked up. We shall see if I can fix it. Bye for now.
Wondering how it could go so wrong, but you didn't call for help. But let me tell you about the trees and the seas, how it's all connected. The flowers and the birds and bees, then all the lights, yeah, we're all affected. Watching, pray, pray, pray. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out.
I'm just back from that international food store. It's called Exotica, and I promise you it's not a porn store. Promise. But I thought I would show you a haul. I never do that. Everybody does hauls on YouTube, so I'll show you what I got. So we're starting off with the biggest naan bread I think I've ever seen. It's also really good with the wrap. It's garlic and coriander. Then we have some spices. I'm a fanatic about cinnamon. I put it on just about everything. And I finally got some garlic powder. I don't need to grind. And then we got some cloves. Fall is coming. Cloves goes in a lot of things. I got desiccated coconut because I use that in everything. A couple of tins of coconut milk that were really cheap. Got a big bottle of Thai sweet chili sauce. It was only £2.29. Look at that, for a litre. Wow. Then I got a bunch of dried stuff. Adzuki beans. My friend assures me it's very useful for all kinds of things. I've never used them before. I'm going to be looking for recipes. Brown lentils are really good as a replacement for things you would have in hamburger meat. So in spaghetti sauces is mainly where I would use brown lentils, and curries. Red kidney beans, pretty self-explanatory, and jumbo chickpeas, because I am a hummus lover. There's a flower my friend bought me today. Isn't that pretty? That's the only fresh fruit I bought. 6 gorgeous big sweet clementines. I got some black sesame seeds, which are actually hard to find in grocery stores. And then I got some treats, some roasted salted chickpeas. I love these. Roasted cashews and 3 peanut bars. So that's my haul. I'm concerned that we may be headed towards a quasi-lockdown here in the UK. So I will be set. Curries galore. I met Gulner, and she was like the community liaison person, and she devoted one room in her tiny house to house all the stuff that people would bring, and then she and her husband and the kids would sift through the stuff and make sure that the items got to the people that needed them. And I became good friends with Gulner. The whole family was granted refugee status finally. They only had to wait 7 years, and they immediately got jobs up in Manchester. A lovely home, absolutely lovely, and their 2 children are beautiful, and they're just having a wonderful time. While the rest of us were getting bored watching Netflix, Gulner and her husband were hard at work. They opened up a shop during a pandemic. They are still very active in the refugee community up in Manchester and working hard for their lovely family. What a star. He put aside his refugee application because now he was married for life, he thought. And just when his visa application had to be renewed, because that's what has to happen every few years, instead of renewing the application and maybe working on the relationship, seeing if the marriage was going to work, the opposite happened. And his ex called immigration, and he was detained, and then he was taken to a holding place outside of Heathrow. The place outside of Heathrow is called Harmondsworth. It's a violent place. There are suicides. Drugs are smuggled in there. It is just not a nice place. And please remember, my friend has no criminal record, never has. Eventually, months later, he got a very good lawyer to help him out, and he was granted full refugee status. During the worst pandemic in 100 years, Sam was working at a hospital. He was an orderly there, and he worked with other fellow refugees, saving all sorts of people's lives and helping families. He's still studying away, doing engineering. I am so, so proud. Day 6, reflections of the day. I wanted to make sure I got this out before I lost my daylight out there. I feel absolutely energized today. I don't know why. I only had about 3 hours sleep last night. But I just feel great. It was terrific, I think, getting out, which I haven't done for a long time. It was great seeing my friend, the one who gave me that lovely flower there. That's kept me going all day. I also had to write a nasty legal letter to a nasty company, and that always cheers me up. You can always tell I'm in that mode because I've got the Quattro fired up and highlighters at the ready. It's always very poignant though, isn't it, to go to a food store and just look at all that food that's there. I'm in such a lucky position. I could virtually buy what I want, within reason, obviously, but clearly not everybody can. I loved seeing all the different foods there this morning. It reminded me how much I love to travel and to try the foods in the countries themselves, to be absorbed into the cultures. That is what makes living on this planet Earth so incredible. Not much else really to say. I have basically divided the food in half, so I had kind of half today. I'll have the rest tomorrow. I am down to 1 crepe. I'm down to about this much spinach. But I got a whole bunch of burgers left over. I'll be absolutely fine for tomorrow. But I'm glad that I did all my cooking on that one day so I could make sure I didn't run out of food. Thank you again for all your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I couldn't have done this without all of you behind me. And making the donations, it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow.